I once met a parent who told me that her two daughters had a daily ritual of climbing an old, fat oak tree just outside their home. According to the mother, the tree was perfect for climbing. The girls would get home from school, throw their backpacks to the side, and up the tree they'd go. When they arrived at Timber Nook, they scaled about 10 different kinds of trees in our woods. Skinny trees, very old trees, trees with branches close together, and trees with branches far apart. Each tree was a celebrated new challenge for them. They swung from branch to branch in an effortless motion, checking the branches as they went to make sure they were sturdy. They climbed backwards and sideways, scaling around the tree as they went. It was through daily tree climbing practice that these girls developed the necessary skills they needed to go up and down the oak tree back home with such precision and ease. There are many ways to approach a discussion of the body, but for our purposes, we'll look at the development of two primary skills: gross motor skills and fine motor skills. These skills are honed when the muscles, brain, and nervous system work together to allow your child to perform any physical action, from kicking a ball, gross, to drawing with crayons, fine. It takes daily practice to refine and strengthen both fine and gross motor skills. Gross motor skills. Gross motor skills encompass whole body movements and coordination of the legs, arms, and other body parts in order to walk, run, and climb, among other things. Some of a baby's first gross motor milestones are the most memorable, such as crawling and taking first steps. By the time children reach 2 years of age, they are able to stand up, walk and run, climb on and off objects, walk up and down stairs, ride on push toys, and even stand on one foot. These gross motor actions are built upon and enhanced through sensory experiences, continued practice, and refinement all the way up to adulthood. In order for gross motor skills to become precise and accurate, throughout the day, children need to practice activating large muscle groups, muscles of the legs, arms, stomach, and back, through a variety of movements and sensory experiences. Let's use walking as an example. When children first learn how to walk, they are very unstable. They may take a step or two and then fall to the floor. They walk with their arms up in the air in order to provide extra balance and support. With lots of practice and opportunities to walk, children start to take more steps. Soon, they are taking 4 or 5 steps before falling. Next thing you know, children are walking from one side of the room to the other with a faster pace and more solid footing. As they practice, children lower their arms as they become more efficient and stronger, and the motor skills become unconscious acts. Less concentration and effort are needed. But once a toddler becomes a walker, that doesn't mean the skill is mastered. Far more honing and strengthening are still needed. A good way to get young children to continue to work these important muscle groups is to introduce them to the outdoors. The terrain is variable, and there are obstacles, interesting objects to climb, rocks to jump off, and bugs to chase. It is a much more varied environment than a child's playroom or a gymnasium. Offering play and exploration outdoors will challenge your children's motor skills all the way to adulthood. In addition to leg and arm muscles, core muscles, the stomach and back muscles, and neck muscles are also used for gross motor actions. Although it might not always be obvious that core muscles are engaged when climbing a tree or hopping from rock to rock, they are working hard to keep children upright and balanced. Being literally in the center of your child's body, these muscles are also central to just about every activity. They, along with the large muscle groups, provide the foundation and support for the smaller muscles of the arms, hands, and fingers to work effectively. Without adequate gross motor strength, coordination, and control, it becomes very difficult to master fine motor skills such as buttoning a shirt, cutting with scissors, and taking off shoes. Therefore, it is important that children are given ample time to develop gross motor strength and skills in order to